Okay, so your goal for today is to be able to perform some basic functionality in your DAW. Now, I know some of you might ask, but you haven't taught us anything. Well, nobody taught me anything about it too, so don't worry. Well, the basic stuff, it's much better for us to just explore things as we go because we don't want to waste time learning the basics when we can just jump into the project and discover things as we go. So don't worry, we'll get easier. Now, this will sound contradictory to what I just said, but I'm going to show you an example of how you should do your assignment. For this basic stuff, now every DAW will pretty much have the same things. They would just have different buttons to go to the same function. So right now I am on Cakewalk. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you should complete your assignment. Now, if you're on Cakewalk 2, lucky for you. If you're not, don't worry, you just have to a bit more exploring to do. Okay, so I'm going to choose basic template. Now, there are these two audios that I don't need, so I'm just going to delete them. So uh, let's look at our checklist. First thing, we create new tracks, for example. Now, there are many ways to create new tracks. You can just right click and insert audio track, or you can, in my case, I'm just going to import the audio from the file. Okay, let me look at that. There you go. Right now, if I do that, it will automatically create 4 tracks for me for each individual files. Now, let's go to our checklist again and then change the tempo to 90. In my case, it's over here. In your DAW, it's probably right in this area, or some DAW might have it in the bottom. So look at the bottom or at the top. Okay. So you want to make sure that everything is aligned to this edge over here, this line over here. So if you need to push it back to the very beginning, do that. So you don't want to have something like this, right? Everything needs to be on the same length. Okay, so let me check. Okay, so everything is aligned. All right, now next I want to loop it so it will play. Uh, it will go back to the beginning at uh, once it reached the end, and so we'll play back for you over and over again. And then so let's see. Open the mixer console. Now, what you need to do, this one, just need to go to Fuse and Console Views. Okay, so there are many ways that there are even like some like keyboard shortcut that comes with your DAW. So make sure you Google it or you check with like check on YouTube on how to do that. Okay, so pretty much like views. I think every DAW is like that. Okay, so next we need to add EQ on all of the tracks. Now in my case, the EQ on this cakewalk is already built into the console, which is kind of a pain in the butt to work with because it's so small. I don't know how to make it bigger. Doesn't seem to work. But yeah, in many cases, you have to go to effects and add audio effects and then EQ to add your EQ. Okay. So same with the effects, which is on next on our checklist. You just have to go to effects, which is in your console. So you have to open the mixing console, which looks like this, and then add your effects there. You can add delay to all of the tracks or just one of the tracks. Okay, now let's move on. Slicer drum sample on the 5th bar. Now, if you look at this at the top, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the numbers. They represent the bar. So if you want to go to 5th bar, this is the beginning, which is the number 5th bar. Okay, so you want to slice it. Now in my case, you need to you can just click on the middle mouse, like some DAW have is that functions like this. Now if you see the arrows at the button, that means there are multiple tools in there. So in my case, if I want to split the track, I need to right click on that and then choose the split. And I'm going to split the drums. Where's the drums? There's track 2. Split drums, then the fifth track, that's the beginning of the fifth bar, and that's the end of the fifth bar. Now the drums sort of sliced. Okay, now let's hear the difference. Okay, this is the original. Right now, and this is the sliced. So you add a bit of dynamic, so it's not like straight up just drums from the beginning to the end. So you have more variation. So you can do that. All right. Slice the fifth bar and then we delete the bar from the drum sample. We did that and then increase the gain on the piano. So to increase gain or the loudness, you can do it on the count on the in the console. Okay, so look for the piano track, which is this one in my case. So I can increase it above 0. Now, it will get louder, but if you notice, there are clipping. Now, clipping is a way for the DAW to tell you. If you see this red dots over here, it's telling you that it's too loud, right? So you need to decrease that. So you don't want to see these red dots, right, on your console, right? Everything needs to be free from the red dots, right? So in many cases, people don't really increase the gain that way, right? We'll learn more about it later, but yeah, we would never ever take these faders, um, above 0. That's not something that you would do. And all right, now here's the last one. You export the whole thing. Now, when you export, you make sure that you are putting the marker correctly. Okay, so in this case, my case, like you need to drag it at the top, right over here. Usually, like in Studio One, it's the same, and you need to create a marker like that you can drag. Now, it will tell you that when I export the audio, it will export from beginning of that marker into the end of that marker. Okay, so to export that, usually just go to File, Export, and Audio. Now, BandLab is a little different, so go ahead and explore that. Okay, and then you want to export it as MP3. Give it a name. And export. All right, now let's just click OK on this one. So the audio is mixed down now. And if I go to the export location, which is at the desktop, it's over here. And you just have to upload this to PowerSchool. Okay, so that's it for today. So this assignment is due on Monday, so you have plenty of time to work on it and to explore the DAW even more. Okay. So yeah, we don't have meet on Monday. I'm just going to make this assignment as your attendance. So if you don't turn in your assignment on Monday, you are absent. Okay. All right. See ya.